I stand before you, Trinitians past and present, staff, parents, well-wishers, from this brave and ancient land God has given us, on the threshold of the T150 sesquicentennial anniversary of Trinity College, Kandy. Welcome to this virtual launch on the day we mark the 99th anniversary of the laying of foundation of the Trinity Chapel. We are a multicultural community of learning, animated from its origins by the Christian vision of education and the dynamic values of the national cultures. Trinity is committed to the pursuit of excellence, remaining within the traditions set forth by our illustrious pioneers and a time-tested set of core values. Every jubilee within the Christian ethos, as enumerated in the Bible, is a moment of renewal. For the Trinity family, such a renewal can only be a reinterpretation of the respice finem in the milieu of contemporary society. It is a duc in altum, venturing into the deep in exploring the vistas of human excellence. For us Trinitians, the respice finem captures this journey. It is a dynamic phrase which means to look back, look at, look ahead, and look around, a 360-degree vision of the present while preserving the focus on the end. Our celebration, thus, is an act of praise offered on the altar of renewal and rededication, which stands on four noble pillars: to celebrate the past, to map the future, to serve humanity, and to care for our common home. T150 sesquicentennial anniversary celebration, thus, is an opportune moment for the Trinity family to recall and renew the pioneering vision of those erudite men and women who ventured into new horizons, exploring new vistas of excellence. Early in 1872, the Reverend Richard Collins of St. John's College, Cambridge, was sent to Kandy to re-inaugurate Trinity on the 17th of January 1872, the birthday of Trinity College, Kandy. From this point onwards, Trinity began her slow yet steady journey under the stewardship of many dedicated missionaries. These men of God of revered memory instilled a vision of holistic human growth that has withstood the test of time. The turn of the 20th century marks another significant watershed in the annals of Trinity. Our current standing locally and globally owes much to the dynamic vision of the 20th century custodians of Trinity, among which Reverend Alexander Garden Fraser stands out. Within few years, Reverend Fraser transformed a little-known school in Kandy into one of the leading schools in Asia and Africa. His successors simply nurtured the budding plant to make it a full-grown, majestic tree as it stands today. T150 History Project will give the Trinity family a well-documented historical narrative and an awe-inspiring timeline which contains the marvelous deeds of many. Thus, our celebration of the past is not merely a sentimental one. It is a thoroughly informed and gives us a potent capacity to remain intact in promoting an inclusive culture of respect and solidarity against growing tribal tendencies of segregation. The inspiration of our founders will continue to drive us in the perennial words originally attributed to the 12th century theologian John of Salisbury. We are like doves sitting on the shoulders of giants. We see more and things that are more distant than they did, not because our sight is superior or because we are taller than they, but because they raise us up and by their great stature add to ours. May their inspiration continue to transfigure us. What drives Trinity is a culture. Trinity is about quality of people, processes, and product. Hence, we must collectively resist and revolt against everything that contaminates the Trinity ethos, especially corruption in many and varied forms that desecrates the hallowed name of Trinity. The past we celebrate on the 150th anniversary of the founding of Trinity College is not only a memorial but also a symbol of our collective hope. Now more than ever before, we must prepare for the long haul within this shared destiny. This journey of the Trinity family will sometimes be an arid one through the wilderness, yet we should never lose sight of the end, the promised land. Trinity College as a flagship education institute with a global reach that is committed to promote human excellence. As the Respice Finem suggests, nothing should distract us away from this noble vision. The Trinity we dream ought to be a Sedem, Perennis, Eruditionem, a perennial seat of erudition. In the immediate context of the global pandemic, it is a critical need that we develop paradigms in teaching, learning, and assessment. A blended learning management system will surely add agility and resilience to our academic initiatives. We have already commenced work on a post-T150 digital vision of Trinity College, where our administrative and academic processes will reach a level of automation that will enhance the quality of education. What would Trinity be without the boarding? The T150 Infrastructure Development Initiative, under the aegis of the Advisory and Oversight Committee, has given us a gem in the refurbished Allison boarding. We invite Trinitians everywhere to collaborate with us in restoring the Trinity boarding. Time is opportune to define the hallmarks of Trinity sports. The co-curricular enrichment initiative plan for 2022 will provide an ideal platform for our students to become responsible and professional citizens. In the final analysis, all of us past and present students, academic and administration staff, parents and well-wishers should collectively ask, what does it mean to be a Trinitian? Mapping a lasting vision by exploring vistas of excellence will be our gift to the 21st century.